Welcome to my tutorial for this fun basketball headband. So what you're going to need for this tutorial is some measuring tape. You'll need a size J hook, or you can use a smaller hook. That is for this ribbed headband portion. And then for the netting, you're going to use a size H or 5mm hook. You'll also need a tapestry needle. I used orange. I used a pumpkin orange, Red Heart Super Saver, and then you'll also want white. If you'd like, you can also switch it up and do team colors for your favorite basketball team. So we're going to start by making the headband. Start with a slip knot. So just wrap the yarn around your thumb and then slip some of the working yarn in there. Okay, so now you've got that loose little knot there. Slip your hook in there and then tighten. Okay, so now all you're going to do is chain until you get the length that you need to fit the circumference of the head. So there's a chain, just wrap it around, pull through, wrap it around, pull through. And you're just going to keep going until this chain measures the circumference of the head that you're making the basketball hat for. So just keep chaining till you get to that measurement. I'll include in my video description a few of the different general head circumferences based on age and that sort of thing. So just keep doing that and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now it should measure the length that you're wanting, and it should be when it's tight. So measure it based on when it is pulled, not when it's loose like that. All right, so now that you're there, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to be working in right there. So wrap the yarn around. We're going to do a double crochet. We're going underneath these 2 loops. Okay, so there'll be 1 loop below, 2 loops above. Pull through 2, and pull through 2. All right, now we're going to go on to the next one. Wrap it around, pull through 2, pull through 2. So the main thing to keep in mind as you're doing this is that you're not letting this get wrapped around itself like this, because then it won't work out well. So just make sure that that's staying nice and straight, and keep doing that double crochet into each stitch, going all the way down the row, and I will meet you there. Okay, so we're getting here towards the end of that row. Make sure, again, on this very last one, that you're going under the 2 top loops. There's 2 loops there. Pull through 2, pull through 2. That's the end of that first row. All right, so now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to turn our work. So now we're going to be working this way. Now to get the texture that we want to get, we're going to be going under and over these posts. That's what we're going to be working into. So you're going to wrap the yarn around, and you're going to go through this big large space right there, and then back up through the space next to it, and then pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, so we did that one in front of it. Now we're going to go behind. So bring your crochet hook behind, in front, that one. So this post is now behind the hook. Pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, so now we're going to go work with this in front now. So wrap it around, go through, have that in front of the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. And now we're going to have that behind. So go from behind, pull through. Oops, we'll do that again. Behind, through. All right, so we're just going to keep doing that, working in front and then going behind. And keep doing that until you get to the end of this row, and I'll meet you there. So we're here at the end of the row, and I'm on having it in front. So that. Okay, so that's the end of that round, or row. So now we'll chain 3, and then we turn our work, and we're just going to do the same thing. So you'll be able to start to see the texture there in it. So when it's leading as if it's coming forward, we're going to have it just kind of follow what you did for the previous round. So that one's back, so we're going to go back. And in front. In the back. Okay, so we finished that row. So now we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and we're just doing the same thing again. So working into those. This one's going back, so we're going to go back. And this might be a little bit different for you depending on how many rounds you made, or how many chains you started with. But just follow the texture that you have been creating. And the more we go, the more you're able to see that texture. So just keep going. I'll meet you at the end of this row. So we're here at the end of this row. Sometimes it's easy to kind of lose this last one, so make sure that you don't forget those and you don't just turn that into one. Alright, there we go. Chain 3, turn your work, and you're just going to keep doing this until you get the desired thickness of your headband. Okay, so on my last one, I did a total of 6 rows, because that's the thickness that I want. You can do whatever you would like. Alright, so now you'll cut your yarn and leave some excess there, and we're going to attach our tapestry needle. And now we are going to stitch this closed here. So we'll just be working this needle, just wrapping it around and going through both of these here. We'll go down and back multiple times just to make sure that it is nice and secure. Okay, so it's nice and secure. We will create just a little knot here, and then just slip the spare ends there through, and we will snip that off with our scissors. We'll also work this in with our needle. So now it's time to add on the netting. So we're going to start by grabbing the end of your white yarn, and then you're going to pull your arm back as far as it can go to the end of this fingertip, and then your other fingertip kind of reach that back behind your head. Okay, so you're gonna want to have that much excess yarn for this part of the project. So now what we're gonna do is put your hook in and pull this through here. Okay, so we're gonna leave the working yarn, which is attached to your yarn ball over there. And then this one that has the loose end, that's what we're gonna be crocheting into right now. So right now we're working with a 5mm crochet hook. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain either 40 or 48 depending on how long you want your net. If you're doing it for a young child, I would stick with 40. If you're doing it for adult, I would do 48. So we're going to chain 48. So you just wrap it around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep chaining until you hit 48. I'll meet you there. Okay, so we chained 48. So now you're just gonna pull that through. And don't pull it super tight, but just kind of leave that end there now. We are gonna be using this in a minute, but just kind of leave this over here to the side. So now we're gonna take this other white yarn and now just kind of turn over your work. Stick your hook through here and pull through this other white. Alright, so now you've got a little loop of the white that's now attached to your yarn ball. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now you'll make it about 2 inches away from that first one and just slip, so you'll put your hook in there and you'll slip stitch through. So now you're going to chain 15 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then evenly spaced as the first one. Slip stitch in. Pull through. Chain 15 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And spaced out evenly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Slip stitch, and then chain 15 again. And you'll just keep going all the way around. I'll meet you over here. Okay, so we're just making sure that you're keeping everything evenly spaced. We're on our last one here. I'll just go right there between the two. Oh, sorry. Need to slip stitch in. Alright, and now we're going to do something a little bit different on this last one. So we are only going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to slip stitch into this chain that we started with on the 8th chain. So let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So slip your hook through Wrap that yarn around, pull through. Okay, so now we're just going to leave that alone because we're going to be working into that again for this next round. Okay, but now we're back to chaining 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the middle here. We're not going to actually, if you want, you can go into an actual stitch. I'm going to just go through the center, just that whole loop there. Pull through. Okay, and that's what's creating that cool little netting. All right, so chain 15 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to slip stitch into the middle of, oops, into the middle of this next loop there. Slip stitch, and just repeat that into the center of each of these. I'll meet you over here. Okay, so we just slip stitched through our last loop here, and now it's time to slip stitch here. So again, we're just going to do 7 this time, not 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then slip stitch into the 8th chain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch through. All right, stick that rest of that chain over there, and then we're gonna do 15 again and go all the way around till we get back here. All right, and now we're going to be connecting through this again, so just chain 7 on this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to slip stitch into the 8th over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrap it around, pull through both of those. Send that over. All right, we're just going to repeat again. 15. And then slip stitch into the next center there. And you're just going to keep repeating this. I'll meet you at the end again. Okay, so now we're ready to connect back with that longer chain. So we're just going to chain 7 on this one. And then slip stitch into the 8th chain over here. Okay, set that over there and just keep going around. If you do decide that it's enough netting that you want to stop, you can always take this out and end it if you decide to do that. But we're going to keep going at least another round. So I will meet you when we've run out of this chain here. Right, we're on our last chain of 15. Slip stitch here to the center. And then we're going to be joining here. So we'll just chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Slip stitch there at the end. Pull through. Get those scissors, snip that off. Go ahead and pull that through, and then just pull that knot tight. So now you'll take your tapestry needle and just connect it here, and you'll just work this yarn through, and we'll just hide it behind one of these little center loops where they cross. So you can make a knot there so it stays. Go through here. And just make a little knot. And then weave that in so it's hidden. You'll do the same with this one. Okay, so I'm just finishing going through there. Tied a little knot. Also did it over there. Just snip that off. And snip this one off as well. And you have your basketball hat. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please check out my other tutorials like my beard tutorial, and also I've got Star Wars hats and other fun things. Please subscribe if you liked this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.